Hello friends, you are watching 3A's Vision, an innovative distance learning channel. It is most important and desired that if you are interested in improving your learnings, subscribe to our channel and click on bell icon to get our future updates. Planning in a multinational environment. In this model, we continue to look at multinational environment within which companies need to make financial decisions. We also look at strategic decision making in a multinational company and the agency issues arising between subsidiaries and the parent companies. There are main 13 key factors which we discuss here in this model. Number 1, framework for financial planning in multinationals. Number 2, international debt finance. Number 3, compliance with listing requirements. Number 4, capital mobility and block funds. Number 5, risk exposure. Number 6, litigation risk. Number 7, cultural risks. Number 8, agency issues. Number 9, forecasting dividend capacity. Number 10, dividend capacity. Number 11, dividend repatriation policies. Number 12, transfer pricing. And finally, the number 13, regulation of transfer pricing. International debt finance. Multinational companies will have access to international debt such as Eurobond US dollars. There are three main key factors. Number 1, international borrowing, Euro currency markets, and number 3, Eurobonds. In international borrowings, borrowing markets are becoming increasingly internationalized, particularly for larger companies. And Euro currency markets, Euro currency is currency which is held by individuals and institutions outside the country of issue of that currency. Accordingly, euro dollars are the US dollars deposited with or borrowed from a bank outside the United States. And when we talk about euro bonds, a euro bond is a bond sold outside the jurisdiction of the country in whose currency the bond is denominated. Framework for financial planning in multinationals. Multinational companies need to develop a financial planning framework in order to make sure that the strategic objectives and competitive advantages are realized. Such a financial planning framework will include ways of raising capital and risk related to overseas operations and the repatriation of profit. There are three main key factors. Number 1, financing on overseas subsidiary. Number 2, choice of financing for an overseas investment. Number 3, dealing with currency risks. And when we talk about financing an overseas subsidiary, the method of financing a subsidiary will give some indications of the nature and length of time of the investment that the parent company is prepared to make. A sizable equity investment or long-term loans from the parent company to the subsidiary would indicate a long-term investment by the parent. And number 2, when we talk about choice of financing for an overseas investment, the choice of sources of funds will depend on local finance cost, taxation system of the countries, any restriction on dividend remittances, flexibility in payments, and number 3, dealing with currency risks. To reduce or eliminate the currency risk of an overseas investment, a company might finance it with funds in the same currency as the investment. Compliance with listing requirements. When a company decided to raise funds from the local equity market, the company must comply with the requirements of the local exchanges for listing. As an example, we are discussing here the listing requirements for the London stock markets. So there are main requirements for the London stock markets. Number 1, track record requirements. Number 2, market capitalization. Number 3, future prospects. Number 4, audited historical and financial information. Number 5, corporate governance. Number 6, acceptable jurisdiction and accounting standards. Number 7, other considerations. Capital mobility and blocked funds. Multinationals can take various measures to combat the risk of political interference or turbulence, including agreements with governments, insurance, and location elsewhere of key parts of the production process. Multinationals can counter exchange controls by management charges or royalties. There are two main key factors: number one, blocked funds, and number two, dealing with blocked funds. In blocked funds, exchange control block the flow of the foreign exchange into and out of a country, usually to defend the local currency or to protect reserves of the foreign currencies. There are two main key factors: rationing the supply of foreign exchange. Number two, restricting the type of transactions. And when we talk about dealing with block funds, ways of overcoming block funds are a parent company facilitate the subsidiary companies by sell goods or services to subsidiary, charge a royalty, management charges, and makes a loan. Risk exposure. The method of financing overseas subsidiaries will depend on the length of investment period envisaged, as well as the local finance cost, taxation system, and restrictions on the dividend remittances. There are three main key factors. Number one, political risk for multinationals. Number two, assessment of political risk. Number three, dealing with political risks, including negotiations with existing government, insurance, production strategies, contract with markets, financial management, and the management structure. Litigation risks. Litigation risks can be reduced by keeping abreast of changes, acting as a good corporate citizen, and lobbying. There are two main key factors. Number one, legal impacts, including export and import controls, favorable trade status, monopolies and merger legislation, law of ownership, acceptance of international trademark, copyright and patent conventions, technical standards, standardization measures, pricing regulations, restriction on promotional messages, methods or media, product liability. And in second key factor, dealing with legal risks, we discuss consequences of non-compliance, the legislative process, good citizenship, and other steps. Cultural risks. Cultural risks affect the products and services produced and the way organizations are managed and staffed. Businesses should consider cultural issues when deciding where to sell abroad and how much to centralize the activities. There are two main factors. Number one, challenges for different cultures where business trade with or invest in a foreign country. Additional uncertainty is introduced by the existence of different customs, laws, and language. And second one, dealing with cultural risk, in which deciding which market to enter, use of control systems, and management of human resources. Agency issues. Agency issues can be observed in all type and at all levels of organizations. For example, between managers at headquarters and managers at subsidiaries. A bundle of corporate governance mechanism can be addressed these issues. There are two main issues. Number one, agency problems in multinational companies. Number two, solutions to the agency problems in multinationals. which include board of directors, managerial compensation packages, bundles of corporate governance mechanism as the nexus of contracts. Forecasting dividend capacity. The dividend capacity of an organization is measured by its free cash flow to equity. But the question arises, how much can be paid as dividend? That is through free cash flow to equity. As free cash flow to equity is measure of what is available for payment to owners of a firm from this year's cash flow. Dividend capacity. The dividend capacity of a multinational company depends on its after-tax profits, investment plans, and foreign dividends. We will discuss here three main key factors: effect of investment plans, effect of share repurchase, and number third, dividends from overseas operations. Dividend repatriation policies. The amount of dividends subsidiaries pay to the parent company depend on the parent company's dividend policies, financing needs, taxation, and managerial control. So there are six main key factors. Number one, financing factors, investment financing, dividend policy, tax regime and dividend payments, managerial control, and finally the timing of dividend payments. Transfer pricing. A transfer price may be defined as the price at which goods or services are transferred from one process or department to another, or from one member of a group to another. There are four main key factors. Number one, the level of transfer prices, the advantages of market value transfer prices, the disadvantages of market value transfer prices, and number four, motivations for transfer pricing, which includes performance valuations, management incentives, cost allocations, financing consideration, taxes, tariffs, rules of origin rules, and finally exchange control and quotas. Regulation of transfer pricing. Multinationals have to adhere to pricing guidelines to prevent exploitation of the host country. There are two main key factors: the problem of transfer price manipulation and the arm's length standards, which states that intra-firm trade of multinationals should be priced as if they took place between unrelated parties acting at arm's length in competitive markets. It includes arm's length transfer, intra-firm transfer, which is further elaborated as CUP method, RP method, C plus method, and finally the PS method. And at the end, we warm welcome your valuable comments to improve our learning levels. Thanks and goodbye.